What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here, bringing you another live Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today against a subscriber/foe. It's not a subscriber, just kidding. Before we get started, if you can, please show some shady love to that like button right below this video. Remember, if this video reaches 1,400 likes, I will keep 2 Pokemon videos a day coming your way. That is what I say. Now, today we're battling Kevin, xRazeOvation. I mean, yes, he is a subscriber, but he's also a very good friend of mine. Check out his channel. The link will be in the description. He uploads Pokemon. He focuses on VGC mainly, but he also plays some singles and stuff like that, so that's why we're having a battle. We're going to go over the Pokemon that I'm bringing today right now, and they're on your screen as you can see, and I'll go over really quick so you guys can place your bets. Who do you want to be the MVP? Who are you cheering on? Who do you think is going to be the monster in this battle? I have my Mamoswine, a different one. I'm using my Hitmontop still. I'm using Tyranitar, Beach Boy. I'm using the same team that I used against PK. I'm using Salamence, Shenron, Distracted, the Lantern, and Scizor, the Scizor. So those are the Pokemon. Let me know in the comment section right now who do you want to win? Who do you want to shine the brightest? I'm going to hit battle start, and we're going to see what Kevin's team looks like, and I'm going to get ready to take a picture. Something tells me I'm going to shake my head. Let's see what he's got. Ooh, look at these similarities. The first 2 Pokemon, Mamoswine and Salamence, and then he's got the Mega Gardevoir, the Holucha, Sceptile, and Slowbro. So this is going to be interesting. I feel like Mamoswine is a very good opening for me. I feel like it hits almost everything on his team really. It hits everything on his team really hard. I'm gonna open up with Mamoswine actually, and the main reason I'm opening with Mamoswine is because my Mamoswine is running the knockoff now. Finally, I got the knockoff on the Mamoswine, and the only thing on his team that wants to deal with my Mamoswine, I mean Gardevoir, I guess, but it really doesn't want to take an Earthquake, and the Slowbro is like, oh, what did you Scald? It hurt you a lot. But it really can't because I can just knock off its item, and knockoff will do a good amount to Slowbro, regardless of the fact that it's not that the knockoff isn't stab. It's not even gonna matter. It's not gonna be a problem. And seriously, guys, after the battle, if you haven't seen xRazeOvation, I go to his streams as much as I can. I'm in the call usually, and he usually comes to mine. And he's a really good friend. We're going to PAX together. By the way, speaking of PAX. And I know the camera's going to not focus right now, and it's going to be ridiculous, but those are my passes. I have 3 passes, 1 for each day. If you're going to go, definitely come up to me, say hello, shake my hand. I don't know, we can high five, whatever, talk for a little while. That'll be cool. He actually leads with the Salamence, and even with the Intimidate, I'm kind of tempted to go for the Icicle Crash, but I'm going to go for the knockoff because I think he's going to switch out. I think he's going to get scared, even though the Intimidate, this would have been really good if I brought my Freeze Dry Mamoswine, because that random special attack is absolutely glorious. I have a lot of recording to do today. Today's Friday. I'm recording this for Saturday. I have to record 2 videos for Saturday and 2 videos for Sunday. He's actually going to withdraw. Please go into the Slowbro. Please go into the Slowbro, Kevin. There it is! So he goes into the Slowbro. I'm going to be able to get the knockoff off right away. And the reason why I went for knockoff is because I figured he's going to switch out. Unfortunately, it doesn't do as much as I would have liked because of the Intimidate, but you know what? I get rid of the leftovers, which is definitely a huge help. And what I can do now is I can go out into my Lantern to take the possible Scald. And I love using Lantern. Lantern's going to be really good against his team because it hits Mamoswine, Salamence, Holucha, and Slowbro, and Sceptile, even though it's not stab. It hits everything on his team except for the Gardevoir. I'd appreciate it if you don't get burned. I'd appreciate that. Yes! Oh my gosh, coming through Lantern. And seeing how little that Scald did, what I can do here is he's probably going to switch out. So I'm just going to straight up go for a substitute. He might switch out into the Mamoswine, predicting me to go for an Electric type move, which will be fine because then I can go for a Surf. Even though I can't use my Charge Beam tactics of getting plus special attacks during this, until the Mamoswine is gone, I should say, I can still get Surfs off and it'll do a lot of damage. I might change Surf to Scald after this battle just for the burn because obviously getting a burn on Mamoswine is going to be huge. But there's nothing I can do about it right this second, unfortunately. So we're going to stick with the Surf for now because it's a little bit more power. And Lantern kind of needs that extra power. Not when you get stuff up, though. So he actually goes out into the Salamence as I sub up. He must... What is he doing? I think he's making a big mistake right here. Unless he's running Weakness Policy Salamence. That would be the only thing I could possibly see. But I'm going to go for a straight up Ice Beam. I don't know. I think an Ice Beam will pretty much knock him out. He's actually streaming right now during this battle. So, if you're watching a stream right now, you're kind of going to see this battle twice, I guess. But, Whatever, I'm really excited to get these PAX passes, and I really appreciate the support you guys showed me on my re-video. A lot of really sweet comments from you guys, and I really enjoyed reading. I read all of them. I've been reading all of them. I'm still reading them, actually, because there's so many more coming. But I also wanted to ask you guys what you thought of my new banner. I got the art done by Perdemonium, and look at that! Boom! Lantern taking out a Salamence. This foolish fool of a Took, thinking things. But I wanted to know what you guys thought of my new banner. I used his art in it, and I think it looks pretty good. I made the banner myself. I didn't get it professionally done, so hopefully it's all right, and it'll suffice for now. So he goes out into his Sceptile, which scares me actually, and I don't know if his Sceptile is special or physical. But regardless, I think I'm gonna go out into my Scizor because I can probably stop the Scizor unless he's got the HP Fire. If he's got the HP Fire, and that's going to be a problem. Is this the first video making with a haircut? I don't know. He goes for the substitute. I'm scared now. I actually am pretty scared. I'm going to just straight up Mega Evolve and go for the X-Scissor, like a pair of scissors. Not X-Scissor, it's X-Scissor. But I'm actually going to do that. And we'll see what happens. Mega Evolve. He's probably going to outspeed. Goes for, oh, he has the HP Fire. I'm basically dead. I'm basically dead anyway. It doesn't even matter. I live at 18, which really doesn't matter much because all I'm going to be able to do with this is break the sub, which is terrible, which is absolutely terrible. And something tells me that I should just go for a Bullet Punch and let this thing go down. I mean, I kind of really want this Scizor. I kind of want the Scizor for that Gardevoir. So I think I'm actually going to preserve it. Seeing that he's probably going to go for the HP Fire. Actually, he's not going to go for... Is he going to go for HP Fire? I don't know. I'm going to go out into my Tyranitar, though, at this point. Because seeing the HP Fire, I would hope that the whole Sceptile is special. Which will mean I can take... Because I've seen some physical Sceptiles. Even though special attack is 20 base higher. 20 base points higher. I've seen some. So we'll see. He goes for the substitute. So that's not bad. It's not too bad for me. Because what I can actually do here, he's going to get... Oh, is he going to eat a citrus now? No. Okay. I thought maybe he was unburdened citrus. But what I can do is, I know he's going to go for... I know he's going to go for a Giga Drain, which I would think I could take somewhat well. I'm going to go for a Rock Polish. I mean, I might just go down completely here. But for some reason, I'm feeling like this T-Tar can take it... Like, it won't be a 2-hit KO. It's not going to be a 2-hit KO, which is fantastic. Because I'm looking at his team, and the only thing on his team that has priorities is Mamoswine, so he'll have to go into that in order to deal with this thing. Because I'm going to be at +2, and I have +2 attack and +2 special attack. So he's going to get buffeted by the Sandstorm, and unfortunately, this is going to be a little bit of a poop thing. I'm going to go. I don't think if I go for Dark Pulse. I'm just going to go for Ice Beam. I'm going to go for Ice Beam here and break through the sub. Dark Pulse won't flinch through a substitute. I'm pretty positive, so there's no reason not to go for my super effective attack. So there we go. The sub is going to fade. He's going to go for another Giga Drain. Oh, he's going to Leech Seed me. Oh, actually, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Because he's not going to outspeed me. And at this point, that Leech Seed. At this point, as long as he doesn't have Protect... I'm not gonna go for my Ice Beam because I think the Slowbro coming in is pretty obvious. I'm gonna go for a Dark Pulse. That's why I wanted to go for Ice Beam. Oh wow, he stays in. Can this kill? I'm at +2. Come on. There we go. Down goes the Sceptile, which means Leech Seed isn't gonna mean a thing. And like I said, the only thing on his team with priority is going to be the Mamoswine. So even if he goes into his Hawlucha for the super effective, I'm already at +2. And Hawlucha's weak to ice, so this might be the first T-Tar sweep that I've had with the weakness policy dish thing going on. Let's go straight up for... I know Hawlucha's really fast, but I'm at +2. I'm at +2. Goes for the Detect to do some damage. Wow. Wow. What if I went for Rock Polish, man? What if I went for Rock Polish? The Sandstorm is going to subside. Why would I go? I know. But, this cannot live it. He did not go out into... Slowbro last time. The safest thing for me to do, I'm going to go for Rock Slide. I kind of want to go for Ice Beam, predict him to stay in, but in case he goes down to Slowbro, let me at least go for the stab move. He's going to withdraw. Oh my gosh, I should have just went with my gut and went for Dark Pulse. I should have just went with my gut. He goes down to the Slowbro. If I went for Dark Pulse, oh my goodness. At least I kind of made the prediction. I'm going to Rock Slide. That might still kill him at +2 and it's stab. No, it's not. Slowbro's so bulky. What am I saying? Plus, that's the physical attack, not the special Dark Pulse. So, as long as his Slowbro doesn't have Protect on it, which I think it might because he plays doubles mostly, he shut down my sweep that easily. No matter what, my sweep is shut down now because he can go into Hawlucha at any point and detect, and then he'll get Leech Seed recovery if I don't one-shot it. Plus, his Mamoswine at this range can easily take me out with a nice shard. So, no sweep with Tyranitar today, but it is putting a lot of pressure on him. So, that's kind of cool to finally get that moment off with T-Tar getting a nice little, some nice little pressure. I could have gone for the Dark Pulse because I knew the Slowbro was coming in, but I went for the safer move, which hit both of them. And plus, Hawlucha resists Dark Pulse, and that's why I was fearing that it might not kill, but it might have killed now that I'm thinking about it. We'll find out right now. We will find out right now. I was at +2 special attack. Hawlucha, no, Dark Pulse wouldn't have killed, even at +2. Wow, even at +2. I mean, a Rock Slide would have killed no matter what, but that's a darn shame. He is thinking hard right now. He is thinking so hard. He's going to stay in. I go for the Dark Pulse, so I'm able to take this Slowbro out, no problem. Tyranitar with 2 kills already. I don't think there's a real need to keep this Tyranitar around anymore. So even if he goes into the Hawlucha, which he is going to, I'm not going to bother going for anything but the Ice Beam. I'm just going to Ice Beam. He's going to Detect again to get a little bit more damage done. And at this point, yeah, he might switch out into his Mamoswine. But even if he does, I think I'd rather just go for the Ice Beam because it's still neutral damage on the Mamoswine. So let's go for the Ice Beam, thinking he might stay in because of the predictions that just happened in the a couple turns ago, where I did predict him to. Well, I didn't predict him to switch out, but he did switch out. So you might predict him to switch out again, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go for the Ice Beam because it'll hit everything on his team pretty hard. No reason not to. I'm at +2. Weakness policy Tyranitar, people. It can work. It can work. I could probably use better investment than what I have right now. I could probably work it out where he's a little bit more bulky. Instead of the way I have him invested right now. I think I have max speed, I think I have max speed and max special attack. So he is going to withdraw, unfortunately, and go out into that Mamoswine. So I could have gone for the Dark Pulse. But I think this will do a substantial amount regardless. And T-Tar can go down knowing that it pretty much destroyed a few phases. So I am going to go down to the lead seed right here, unfortunately. But I think we're doing good. I think we're doing just fine. Look at that. Look at those tusks. Those things? Remember those things? Remember those? Well, we can pretty much go out into our Scizor here. But I think I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait. And I'm actually going to go out into my Hitmontop, get a nice little Intimidate off. And I think the Hawlucha's going to come in right now. I really think it is. And I don't think I have anything for that Hawlucha. You know what? I do have Toxic, though. You know what? I'm going for a Toxic. I'm going to Toxic something right now. That's all that matters. That is all that matters. Prevent any sweeping that Hawlucha might do. Because listen, as long as that Hawlucha is around, I have problems. And he's got Hawlucha and Gardevoir left. So 2 very powerful Pokemon. He might go into the Gardevoir because he'll get the Intimidate. He'll trace my Intimidate. Lower my attack, and then resist my close combat 4 times, which would be the ideal move for me to go for right now, but I'm not going to go for close combat. He's so far back that he's got to make some really good predictions in order to come back, and since I just intimidated him, even if he goes for an Earthquake, I can take it just fine. After an Intimidate, it won't be a 2-hit KO, that's for sure. That's for darn certain. That is for darn certain. See, he's going to withdraw. His question is, Gardevoir or Hawlucha? Goes out into the Gardevoir. Like I said, trace that Intimidate. And, yeah, and just so you remember, like I said, guys, Kevin battles mainly VGC. He's just starting out in singles, really. I mean, he plays a couple battles here and there, but his main focus is VGC. And I missed the Toxic. I'm done. I'm done. Well, I would like this Hitmontop around. I really would. I don't know. He's going to go for a Psychic, probably. I could just Sucker Punch and let this thing die. My Mamoswine could take care of a Lucha just fine. And, my Scizor. My Scizor could take care of almost the rest of their team, except for that Holucha. You know what? You're gonna stay in here and you're gonna go down. You're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with a Sucker Punch just to get a little bit of damage off in this Gardevoir. I mean, it's neutral, so maybe it'll do like a third, possibly, because Gardevoir isn't that bulky at all for on the regular defensive side. So I'll get a Sucker Punch off here. Let's see how much it does. Wow, it does barely a third. Barely a third. So he goes for the Hyper Voice. That's going to easily knock out my Hitmontop. It's slowed. It's dancing down as it falls to the ground. It's so sad. Alright, well now what we can do is we can go out into our specially defensive Lantern. And we can surf everything, I guess. But I think I could take 2 hits. Not really. It's a Mega Gardevoir. I just got to go for my strongest attack. I'm just going to surf everything. At this point, let's just surf everything. There's no reason not to. I'm especially bulky, but I don't think I could take 2 Hyper Voices. I mean, it's Mega Gardevoir, so outclassed, obviously, in every single way. Oh, come on, Kevin. I'm gonna look at his stream right now, see what the chat's saying. I'm gonna see what the chat's saying. Let's see. It's not a one-hit KO, thankfully, but I'll be able to get a Surf off, and that's not gonna do much at all. But it's better than going for a Charge Beam. And now at this point, man, I probably should have just went right on into Scizor. I definitely should have gone right on to Scizor. I thought maybe I could get a little more damage off than that. Oh my gosh, that is pathetic. Now I know. Now I know. So let's go for the let's go into the Scizor now. Let's not predict. Let's just go for the Bullet Punch. He's got to go into Holucha at this point, or he's got to let Gardevoir go down. I'm not going to Swords Dance. That's way too risky. Way too risky for me to go for the Swords Dance. You guys hear that? That's weird. It's like flicking my lip with my tongue. That's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. He's gonna switch out, so if I would have set up the Swords Dance, I possibly could have won. Possibly could have won. But he goes into the Holucha. We'll see how much this Bullet Punch does. Is it a 2 KO? Holucha's not... Oh, he's got the Citrus, though. Oh, he doesn't have the Citrus. Yes! 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 I thought he was going to run the... I thought he was running the Citrus set. If he was running the Citrus set, he might have been able to sweep. I mean, my Mamoswine could come in and Ice Shard after this Bullet Punch, but then I would have I would have a tough time with the Gardevoir. I would have a tough time with the Gardevoir. I wouldn't have anything for it. I mean, my Salamence will probably outspeed the Gardevoir. But I think this is going to be the game now. I think that play right there, he should have just sacked off his Gardevoir. But I don't know. I probably would have done the same thing since it's a Mega Gardevoir. Mamoswine, I don't think you're taking a Bullet Punch from a Mega Scizor. I don't think so. I know I'm not invested. Actually, I am invested. That's right. This isn't my defensive one. It's my offensive one. So I think that a Bullet Punch is going to easily take you out. Let's just go for it. Oh, he outspeeds with the Ice Shard. Can he kill? Life Orbed. Life Orbed. Life Orbed. Alright, so Life Orbed is a thing. I gotta go into my own Mamoswine at this point. So, this game is not over. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's just go for the EQ. Let's just go for EQ. It's our strongest move. Mamo versus Mamo. Let's just see what happens, man. See what happens. What is gonna happen? I'm scared and frightened at the same time. He's gonna win the speed tie and get an Earthquake off. That's gonna... Wow, that does so much! And I'm gonna go for my Earthquake, and that's probably gonna do a good amount. I think it's going to bring me down to the point where my Life Orb's going to take me out. Oh my gosh, I really wanted to get an Ice Shard off on that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It would have been in a little bit of, I would have done like 40% to that thing. I would have done like 40%. I could have possibly killed an Ice Shard. Oh my gosh. All right. Actually wouldn't have killed, but it all comes down to this. Let me tell you something. Gardevoir and Salamence, Mega Gardevoir and Salamence have the same speed. So it really all comes down to this. It's a speed tie. It's a speed tie. Coin flip. My heart's racing. My heart's racing. This, and Kevin's streaming right now, so this could be the first time that he beats me in singles. And you know what? If he does, speed tie. Let's see. Yes! Oh, I won the speed tie! Oh my gosh. Oh my good. Oh my gosh! Oh man, he lives. And you know what? I kind of knew that he's gonna live. I kind of knew. But I didn't want to take away from the moment. So good game, Kevin, winning that 1-0, winning against me for the first time in singles on stream. So definitely congratulations, man. That's pretty cool for you. He was just celebrating his 4.5K, so definitely check him out. He's a growing YouTuber, mainly focused on VGC. But you know what? He won 2 speed tie. He won the speed tie with Mamoswine, and really that helped him win the game. Because basically, if I would have been able to Ice Shard, I would have had it. So it all came down to a speed tie. And I should have preserved my Scizor instead of letting it go down to an Ice Shard. So that's my own fault. But if I would have switched in on the Ice Shard with my Mamoswine, it would have went down to the Earthquake when he won the speed tie. So then it would have come down to Salamence versus Mamoswine, and I would have died to an Ice Shard. So you know what? I can't really say that I made a terrible play by letting Scizor go down. But it would have been really nice to have. If he didn't win that speed tie with Mamoswine, or if I would have just lived with 1 HP with Mamoswine and been able to get an Ice Shard off. Wow, that's an awesome game. I really hope you guys enjoyed the battle, though. If you did, please leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe, because I do upload 2 Pokemon videos today, and I'm starting some new gameplay on the channel next week. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it shady.